Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Downs. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check. Fresno. Joker.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, baby.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready, move ready. In your face.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Motion. 53's the mark. 53.
On 1st down, Downs to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And now running right through it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Mike, 53, 53, Mike. Here we go.
On 3rd and 2, Dobbs. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now Dobbs. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lambo will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Under crush, under move. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To throw is Winston. It's complete. It's Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
A gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready? White 25.
Mike 50. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check.
White.
Check.
Let's go.
On second down now. It's Coleman, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Dobbs. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Hey, one set. Check.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Devin White in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Now Callaway on the return. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board. 3
points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got to step it up. 41.
Let's go.
Hey, 41.
Jameis to throw it. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 45 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Green, cover C. Let's go, let's convert.
Jameis again. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Wilson on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
They will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 89 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready.
Come on. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
30. Slam. Follow.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. That's caught. It's Coleman. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Jameis now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Ringo. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Hey, check.
To throw, Winston. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on stand.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy. If they can...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here it is. Here I come.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, You've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Hey, no, look at it. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take you to school. Easy. Hey. Let him go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
A gain of 16 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Coleman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right here. You got double time. Hey, easy. Mike 50,
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Coleman now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing here, Dobbs. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Winston now. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Winston here to throw. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Easy. I got this. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. He don't know no better. Let's go.
Now Winston on 4th down. Complete. He finds Bray. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's